Hello everyone. We will start the session in few minutes. Until then, I request you to stay in the Zoom room. If I'm audible, please drop a yes message in the chat box so we can proceed further. I request if I'm audible to please drop a yes message in the chat box. We have opened the chat for everyone. I request everyone to please drop a yes message if you can hear me. Hi Rudra, hi Anish. If you can hear me, please drop a yes message in the chat box. We have opened the chat for everyone. Hello everyone, we'll start the session in next 2 minutes. I request you all to be on the Zoom room. We'll start the session in 2 minutes. If I'm audible, please drop a yes message in the chat box. Hello, everyone. Welcome to yet another insightful session from Galvanize Global Education. So, before starting the session, I just wanted to check whether I'm audible to you guys or not. If I'm audible, please drop a yes message in the chat box so we understand you're able to hear us. I request everyone to be an active person over here and be an interactive person so we understand whatever we are speaking, it's audible to you. Okay, I see many yeses coming in. That's fantastic. Okay. So yeah, let's dive into the session. Like before getting into the session, I just want to give a small brief about what is Galvanize and what we do. As you can see on the screen, we change lives. We are your trusted partners to fulfill your dream of studying abroad. Now, what we do, we help with end-to-end personalized solutions for students and working professionals aspiring to pursue a global degree abroad. We help with profile building, dedicated counselors, elevated student profile, ensuring they stand out from their peers. We help with test preparation, personalized test preparation for your GRE, TOEFL, IELTS, SAT, expert-led admission counseling for your bachelor's, master's, and PhD degree abroad. Up next, the team is managed and founded by alumni of Stanford, IIT Madras, and IIM Ahmedabad. Students from 65 plus countries have chosen Galvanize for their study abroad journey. You can see the name on your screen, right from Afghanistan, Bangladesh. There are students from each part of the world we service. We have helped students to reach 1,000 plus universities across 18 plus countries. We have helped them to reach US, UK, Canada, Australia, Germany, France, you name the country, and we are here to help you out. These are our users, 1 million plus people use our mobile apps from 195 plus countries with an overall rating of 4.7 out of 5. I'll share the Quora links in the chat box so you can know what students actually feel about Galvanize and our services. Presenting you the host for the day, Sujaya Roy, who is a senior admissions expert at Galvanize Global Education, completed her microbiology from LAD College Nagpur, master's degree in marketing from IMI New Delhi, 17 plus years of experience in education industry, close to a decade of experience in handling international students. She has assisted more than 1,000 plus students in international domain. In this domain, basically to help you pursue your master's, PhD, or MBA degree abroad. So up next, here's your roadmap for your master's, MBA, and PhD in UK. Without wasting any further time, I'll hand over the stage to Sujaya. Sujaya, you can take over.
Okay, thank you so much, Sahil. Just a quick confirmation if I am audible to you all.
Yes, Sujaya, you are audible.
Okay, I'll just share my screen. Just give me a minute. Yeah. While the screen is loading, I just welcome you all and welcome you all to this session of United Kingdom, where you will be actually understanding why UK is one of the most important destination when you think of study abroad programs. Now in your screen, you can see the map of the UK basically, and the UK is comprises mainly of 4 countries. That's there in the screen, which says England, Wales, Northern Ireland, and Scotland. Now, the key facts or the very basic fact, I'm sure all of you all know that capital of UK is London. The popular cities are Edinburgh, Manchester, Glasgow, Cardiff, Newcastle, etc., where you can also, find your dream universities. Of course, the currency is pound sterling. And if you're taking a direct flight from India, then your flying hours will be 9 hours to reach your destination in UK. Now, coming straight to the point, like why UK? Why do you even think of UK if you want to go abroad and study? There are a number of reasons to that. The first reason is, of course, on your screen, you're able to see the list of the very highly regarded universities, and they are all ranked in the QS World Ranking in top 10. You can think of any, high named university like Imperial College London, Oxford, Cambridge, University College London. They're all, world class universities, and of course they impart the academic excellence to the student. The courseware is amazing, so you can expect the sort of universities in the UK. Now if you happen to take top 50 universities, then also there would be universities, there would be about 20 plus or 2024 universities overall that will be alone from the UK. So of course the high world class education is there. Now, a number of options that are available for specialized courses. Now, when I say specialized courses, which means like you probably would be, going for masters in computer science, masters in masters in mechanical engineering. But in UK, you would find a very specialized course which you can do masters in their specialized subjects like AI, ML, big data. So you're going to get a lot of options for the subject where you can do your master's course from. Now, one of the basic important thing about UK is the master's course are generally for 1 year. Like in other countries, you would find it for 2 years, but in UK, most of the universities will give it to you for a year. PhD would always take about 3 to 4 years, wherein in the other countries it takes about 5 to 6 years. Now, you can say it takes about just half the time, So, of course, your living cost or the tuition fee cost would, comes down to a little lesser. Hence, you would be having a very affordable education in the UK as compared to any other country wherein you're going for 2 years or spending about 5 to 6 years staying there. Okay, some courses in the masters are also, for 2 years in which you will get placements and internships as well. Other benefit of going for the UK universities are you can work while you are studying. So if you are a student, you can invest about 20 hours per week for a part-time job in the campus. Or if you want to, invest more time in your holidays and you're not coming back to India for your some semester break, then you can actually spend about 40 hours per week. The other benefits are we are all aware of how the medical treatment are so expensive in the offshore countries, right? Outside India, it's extremely, extremely expensive. But in UK universities, you're getting it for free, through National Health Services. For that, you will have to pay a small international health surcharges. But, mostly these are free. Now, you will get a lot of scholarship and bursaries available. We will talk about it in our future slides. Then professional opportunities are also, present in ample, as we saw it in our previous slide, that it comes with a paid placement or internship. So master course you will get, from UK, which are having inbuilt placement or internship available to you. Again, in your screen, you're seeing the job title that you could get after you're done with your graduation, which could be, software engineering, data analytics, AI engineer, and you are seeing the range of the salary also, which are extremely, extremely high. Now, UK has always been very welcoming towards the immigrants, the stats that you are able to see in your screen, it shows that about 14.4% of the total population of UK are basically the people who are born outside of the UK. The 2021 data shows again that the most common country for birth for migrants are from India, okay, in the UK. The post study work visa you will get for 2 years. So after you have completed your 2 years of the master's degree, you are going to get to stay for 2 years to find employment, to find all the related work, which is a quite sustainable time period to get so. And in case if you want to actually increase the time period and stay more than 2 years, you actually need to convert your tier 4 visa, by which you will be going, to tier 2 visa. Okay, for that you need to qualify for a skilled worker visa. Okay, so these are basically the important factors that you will be able to get once you choose UK as your destination. You can also see the popular employers over here. I need not to name them. They are giants in their own ways, and they have been the popular employers, and their average salary is also listed, and they have been coming to most of the popular or highly rated universities in the UK to pick up students, and the salary range is already mentioned. You can probably take a screenshot in case if you want to for your future reference. Yeah. Now, having understood like why UK, what are the benefits that you are going to get if you're going to study in the UK, you also need to, understand the types of universities that are available in United Kingdom. Now, the very first type of university are the Russell Group of universities. They are very, very cohesive group of universities which comprises of 24 universities which are regarded very high in their rank, and they are all public research universities. Okay, they are known for their academic excellence and outstanding research. Okay, I will show you the list of the universities in my next slide, wherein you will be able to see, you can name or you may have heard about any great universities in UK and it will come under the Russell Group. Okay. They are also known as the British Ivy League. Likewise, you probably would have heard about Ivy League in the US universities. Okay. But this is a British Ivy League, okay, the Russell Group, which comprises of 24 universities, which are extremely high ranked and imparts amazing courseware to the students. Now, as I said, this is the reason why you should, why you need to actually study in these universities. The important thing here is to notice is when we regard some universities as very high end or high ranked and world class, generally their acceptance rate is very low. You talk about Stanford, you talk about MITs, you talk about any Ivy League for that matter. The competition is extremely high. They are also regarded one of the best in the world, but their acceptance rate is not that great. But in UK, that's the contrast we are trying to make here, that in UK, the universities, even if they are regarded very, very high, globally renowned universities, but they have a great acceptance rate. So they are actually welcoming the students who are having the required profile, who are matching up to their expectation. They will actually give you the admit in case if you fit in the bill. Now, excellent career opportunities. Again, as I said, that some of the master's program comes with inbuilt placement, inbuilt internship. So you're going to get a lot of amazing offers and career opportunities with the popular employers that has already been showed to you in the previous slide. And the last but not the least is the enormous networking opportunity. Now, unlike India, wherein most of the universities will have a placement cell and then they have placement people who work for you to get get the employers in the campus. You give the interview and you get selected. This is not the case. More so in the abroad countries. Mainly, they depend more on the networking. So you need to have your good networking skills with your professors, with your with your alma mater, with your current seniors, who are going to definitely help you do the networking, and that will fetch you the dream job that you are looking out for. So you have a great enormous networking opportunity in the UK as well. Now, this is the 24 Russell Group universities that I was talking about. Now, you name it and you have it. You have Oxford, you have Cambridge, you have London School of Economics, you have Imperial College of London, University College London, University of Edinburgh, King's College London. I mean, the list is so big, and each and every university has their own, star on them. So these are the 24 universities. Now, the other types of universities are traditional universities and modern universities. Now, traditional university also comprises of the universities in the Russell Group, but it also has many universities which are extremely prestigious, and are very, very good. And they, as the name suggests, they are the old and ancient universities. And the entire traditional community university is known as the Red Brick University. Already I had spoken about how prestigious and high ranked they are. They are very research focused, and they are offering a wide variety of subjects and specializations. Okay. There are few universities like University of Bristol, University of Glasgow, University of Sheffield, Durham University, that gives as an example of the traditional university. Now, what are modern university? Modern universities are basically given their status post 1992, hence they are a little modern. In terms of education that they impart are mainly programs from polytechnic background. Okay. They are research focused as well, but they give more importance on applied learnings, and they have excellent industry tie-ups as well. Again, the examples for the modern university are Middlesex University, Anglia Ruskin University, so on and so forth. Now, having understood that what type of universities that you will be getting in the UK once you want to pursue these, you also need to understand the type of master's degree that are available in the UK. Okay. Now, mainly other countries will have a master's degree and a PhD degree. In UK, you know, uh, the master's programs or degrees are basically divided under two major departments. So they are the taught masters program. They are also called as PGT programs, and the other one is called the research masters program, which is the PGR programs. Now, how are they different? So first of all, let us concentrate on the taught masters programs. Okay, so what type of degree you will be getting under these will be Masters of Arts, Masters of Science, Masters of Business Administration, Masters of Engineering, and taught research masters program will have Masters of Research, MPhil, etc. Now, how they are different from each other is that taught masters program basically will be focusing on the courseware. There will be a lot of courseware involved, which will be having your semesters, seminars, conferences. So likewise, you are having in your undergraduation, right? You are adhering to a courseware, right? You are having a course structure which you are actually studying in your first semester, second semester, third semester. Likewise, they are also will be for about 12 months. Like I said, it will be for a year. And they will be having that courseware structure wherein you will be actually investing time in doing those and doing your conferences and seminars, etc. But research masters program are basically going to focus on a lot of independent research. Okay, of course you will be having a lot of help and hand holding from your supervisors or the professors, but at the same time it is going to involve a lot of independent research. Okay. This is similar to PhD, but it is not as demanding as PhD. Like in a PhD degree, you can see that you would take about 3 to 4 years to complete that. Of course, your investment of time and your the things that you will be doing is more as compared to the master's degree. But again, if someone doesn't have that much of a time in hand, or they don't like to invest much in PhD, they can always offer for or take up for this master's research program. The other post graduation degree that you will get, as I said, would be the PhD degree. Okay, and you would be having a professor under whom you would be doing your thesis. You can see the amount of words that you will have to deal with while writing a thesis, and that thesis you will need to present in an oral examination in front of the committee. So this is a roadmap or the guideline to finish your PhD basically. So these are the types of post-graduation degree that you would have in the UK. Now, you must be wondering that what are the top colleges if I happen to do this particular course. Civil engineering is a very popular course in the UK, similarly electrical engineering. Then a lot of courses under mathematics, financial mathematics, or quantitative finance, data sciences, they are very, very popular courses in the UK. And to do this particular course, the top universities that you can refer to would be in your left hand side, which are University of Cambridge, Oxford, Imperial College London, University of Manchester, Warwick, UCL, and Edinburgh, etc. Now, if you happen to be the engineering student and you want to know, under which particular university to target to, just in case if you want to do a civil engineering program, like University of Manchester, University of Edinburgh, and Imperial College of London, they give the world-class curriculum for civil engineering. Again, if you want to go for aerospace engineering, then University of Cambridge, Imperial College of London. So these all are the engineering courses and the universities which you can look into if you're planning to go for one. Now, apart from engineering courses, there are general master's program also that is available, which are MIM. Now, Masters in Finance and MBA. What is MIM? That is basically Masters in Management program. Okay. Now, under MIM, you would see again the list of universities. I would suggest if you are interested, you can take screenshot and keep for your future reference, just in case if you want to later on want to research about these universities, you can do that. Okay. So MIM is again these many universities. Uh, as I have earlier said, like finance is a very mathematics and finance is a very sought after programs in UK. Masters in finance are available with so many great universities, again University of Oxford, Imperial College London, University of Cambridge, Edinburgh, they all give this particular course. Again, if you plan to do your MBA from London or UK, you have London Business School, you have University of Cambridge, Oxford, Imperial, Warwick Business School, etc. Now let us understand like what are the intakes, which intake are there in the UK universities and how we should cater to those intakes. Now there are two intakes basically in the UK, fall and spring. The fall starts in the month of August, September, and the spring starts in the month of January. Now let us understand if you happen to go for a spring intake. Okay. Now, for a spring intake, which is going to start in January, when should you start with your preparation? It would be the previous year, January. So you will have to give yourself at least an year to kind of prep yourself and get that desired result and then apply to the universities. Now, what are you going to do from the previous year, January to May, is basically prep yourself for getting a good score in IELTS or TOEFL. Okay, either or English proficiency examinations are accepted all over by the university in the UK. So each, I know you can take either IELTS or TOEFL depending on which one is more convenient for you. Now, so January to May is when you should be actually prepping for getting your IELTS done. June, you need to actually give your IELTS test. Okay. Now, having done that, give yourself 2 months of time to really prepare well for your, SOP, LOR, and resume. As much as we give importance to the marks, to the CGPA, to score good scores in our examinations, everything, one has to remember that you're not getting a chance to speak verbally about your accomplishments, about your achievements to the admission committee out there in the UK university. Okay. So, all you need to do is to have a great SOP written by you, which covers a lot of essay, maybe, personal statement, diversity statement. They will ask you a whole lot of essay that you will need to write. Okay. You need to have at least 3 LORs from your professors, from your college, and of course the resume if asked by the university. In Galvanize, we have a very able team of editorial who themselves have done their masters from London School of Economics in the UK, and they are very, very, aware of the entire perspective as to how to put forward the essays to the university. And we do give help in helping the students with this sort of services. So if you're prepping on your own, that's also fine, but make sure that you have to give a lot of importance in making your documentation, world class, so that you are able to portray yourself ahead of the other competitors. As they are high class universities, you can expect a good competition. Then university application normally would open up from August, and it will go until August, September, October, and November. So each university and each program of the same university will have a different deadline. So you need to, make sure that you are aware of the deadline, and you should follow that deadline to the T. Okay. You should strategize your entire application that way that you are actually not missing on the deadline, and you're not actually making your entire application process a bit cumbersome. So you have to strategize the whole thing accordingly. The decision will soon start coming in as soon as you start applying to the university. UK universities are pretty prompt in giving the university detailing, and you will get the decision by November. And November is the time when you need to also apply for your visa. November, December are the 2 months where you need to prep for your visa, collect the documents that are needed for the visa. And then UK, in January, you need to fly to your destination. Now, if you are a final year student, okay, again, starting early is the key to the admit, especially because UK admission deadlines are rolling. Okay, they have a rolling admission deadlines. I would say about more than 90% of the university follow rolling admission deadline. So it is very, very important for you to start your application, and to actually not start your application, but to also submit the application as early as possible. Okay, so you need to start early if you're a final year student or if you are a working professional. Okay, you can start as early as January to March for admission counseling. Then you need to, as I said, that you also need to prep for your IELTS, then work on your documents and start the application on time. And if you are a second or a third year of engineering student, in that case, the first 2 years, you just focus on building your profile. Okay. It is very, very important that you have a relevant profile, because when in the future slides, when I will be talking about the admits from Galvanize, the students who have received the admits to the top 10, top 20 universities in the UK, how their entire profile is very, very relevant to what kind of projects that they have done, because it plays a very, very crucial role that you have that kind of a profile. Okay, so you have to kind of, if you have time in your hand, I would say definitely build onto your profile. How you're going to build onto your profile is you can contact your college professors. Okay, ask them if there are any internships available, which are again relevant internships or research paper that you would like to be a part of. You can take any online certification courses, maybe from Coursera or Udemy, and work on a relevant project. This will really help you to upscale your profile, and this will definitely give you an edge over the others, if you are applying to the UK universities. Now, if you happen to go for an August or September intake, which is the fall intake, again, your preparation time would remain the same. Okay, you need to start as early as possible. Okay, because the fall intake deadlines will not be very similar to the spring intake, but your preparation time should remain the same. So again, your coaching will start from January to May. You're going to get your results in June. Again, prep for your documentations in June and July. I am going to repeatedly let you know about the importance of the documents, because I have seen in my entire year of experience how crucial are those documents. And students who have really, pitched in early, and they have actually given worked, given invested time on their documents, have really, really made it to the top level universities. Now the decisions are going to come from January to March, okay? And then you can apply for your visa and then fly to UK in the month of August or September, depending upon when your university is going to start with their program. Now, while you will be doing a lot of research in the UK universities, you may have also come across the grading points. Okay, like if you see their entry requirements, any universities in UK, they would have mentioned that they would want a student with 2-1, degree, or a 2-2 degree. What does it mean? It means if they are asking for a 2-1, that means that if you convert it into an percentage which is equivalent to Indian grade, that would be somewhere between 60 or 65%. Okay. If they are looking for 2-2, that means even a 55 to 60% degree is fair enough for you to apply to that university. But the top level universities would definitely want a first class degree, which will be 65% or 70% or above. Okay. So it's mainly mentioned over here as well. If it is a high ranked university, 60 to 70% or above in bachelor's. If you are actually targeting the middle universities, then again 55 to 65, it should be the range depending on the university you are applying to. And a little low ranked university, even 50 to 55% in bachelor's would also do. Now, as I have mentioned about the importance of having the English proficiency exam, either you can go for IELTS and you can go for TOEFL. Maybe the question may have come to your mind, like how much should I score in my IELTS or TOEFL in order to apply to those universities, right? So most of the universities would require about 6.5 overall, okay, to 7 band, okay. And if you are targeting the very good universities, most of the UK universities are extremely high, as I've been repeatedly telling. So in that case, you need to have at least a 7 band in your IELTS examination with no subsection less than 6.5, okay. So this is what you should aim for. Similarly, if you are going to write your TOEFL, then 100 is what you should aim for, 100 and above, with no subsection. When I talk about subsection, they are like reading, writing, listening, and speaking. Then this subsection should not be less than 22. Okay. A medium ranked university may also can have 90 band. If you score like 90 in your TOEFL, you still can apply. But again, you will have to make sure that none of the subsection is less than 20 in that case. Okay. So this is about your English proficiency. Now, in the whole thing that I have spoken so far, or I have given you whatever insights, you probably would have seen that nowhere I have spoken about GRE, because GRE is not mandatory. But then there are certain courses in the UK which would want a GRE from your end. So what are those courses? They are basically MR courses. What are MR courses? They are the Masters of Architecture courses. Okay. They would definitely need a GRE. Okay. If you are going for an economics, they are going to definitely want you for a GRE. So you will have to you will have to actually see the requirements and, find out whether a GRE is needed or not, and accordingly take that. Okay. Now, if you are also happen to do your MBA from the UK, GRE is again one of the important factor. But depending on the university, you will also have to find out whether that is required or not. Okay. So yeah, it's selective basically depending on the university. Now, let us find out about the application. Okay, how do we apply to the universities in the UK? Now, UK universities are very simple process. Okay, time and again we are giving emphasis on the fact like you have to apply soon in order to get an admit from them. We have actually put it in up in bold and saying that ideal time to apply to the university is as soon as possible. Okay. Now, if you, as universities have rolling deadline, it's important for you to apply earlier and block your seat. Okay. So if you are a student who wants to apply to fall 26, okay, which is the next year intake, August intake or September intake, for that you will have to start applying at least by this year, August. So you are actually seeing the importance or emphasis that we are trying to put in, because the high ranked universities would definitely want you to apply as soon as possible. Now, how do we go about the application process? Okay. Now, if you happen to take services from Galvanize, we are going to give you the short list according to your profile. We are going to, see how your profile is, and we take a lot many, consideration, all the points in consideration, and then we are going to give you the short list of the universities, and then after the short list, you can finalize your university selection, and then we will help you to kind of give you all the helping hand in order to apply to the universities. So you need to go to the official website and apply directly into their website, or you can also go through with their official representatives, which are also known as UCAS. Okay. Now, there are a lot of universities which have enrolled themselves with UCAS. So suppose you are applying to 4 universities which come under UCAS, so you don't have to independently apply to those universities, 4 universities. So you can commonly apply your application under UCAS, and then they will take it forward from there. Okay. So you'll have to submit all your documents. Now, one thing is very important. Although the turnaround time for the universities in the UK is basically very less, okay, but you still have to be patient enough when you want to, hear it out from them. Wait for their reply, basically. And yeah, so this is what, the turnaround times are basically 1 week to 3 months, depending on the universities that you are applying to. Now, what are the documents that you could need, apart from, while filling the application form and everything, what are the sort of documents that you would need? So, number one is the passport. Okay. Number two is your academic transcripts. You also need to have your graduation certificate. Okay. Then you need to have your English proficiency, which is IELTS and TOEFL scorecard. Statement of purpose, I have mentioned about the essays that you need to prepare. Letter of recommendation from the professors that you need to take. Okay. CV, if applicable, not all the universities would want, but majorly the universities would want to have your CV. GRE score is again very selective in nature. In case if your program demands for a GRE, then you have to go for writing it. And ATAS. Now, this is an important thing. What is ATAS? ATAS is basically Academic Technology Approval Scheme. Okay. Now, what it does is it is basically an approval letter or a clearance given by the UK government to the students to pursue their studies in the UK. Okay. And this is not required for all the programs, but for some sensitive programs, like if you want to do your post graduation in nuclear energy or aircraft maintenance and related stuff, maybe chemical engineering. So then in that case, you would need an ATAS from the UK government, and this will take again some time. So hence, this is one of the reason also that we say that please start your UK universities research and everything as early as possible. See if you need an ATS, your program needs an ATS, get the clearance, and then start applying to the universities. Okay. Now, the important thing is cost and finance. Yeah, so we've given you the conversion. See, £1 is equal to 106.4 rupees. Okay. Now, tuition fee range we have already mentioned. So somewhere between 16 lakhs to 49 lakhs is what you can expect to have your tuition fee. Again, this is the range. We do not know the exact particular, there is no exact fees to it, because again, different program, different universities, fees will differ. Okay, again, if you are living inside London, okay, then the cost of living will be slightly higher than if you are staying in the outskirts or outside of London. Okay, visa fees, they keep on changing every year, and this year the fees is £524, which is about 61,283. Now, in my very previous slide, I talked about the surcharges that you need to pay to get the medical treatment done for very, very minimal charges or free. For that, the payment that you will have to do is 75,000. Okay. So if you total everything, everything put together, your living cost, your tuition fees, your visa fees, and your supplementary fees that you are going to pay, again, it will vary from 35 lakhs to 64 lakhs, depending upon, again, the different kind of universities that you are going to go with. Now, this is also important. These are the external scholarships. Okay. Now, again, take a screenshot and keep it for your reference. You can go through the requirement of each scholarships and see if you have that. Okay. How Galvanize is going to help you is some of the scholarships would want you to have an essay done, a write-up or an essay. So we are going to provide you with that, okay, which also is going to help you with giving the scholarships. So this is an external scholarship, so you can keep it for your reference. And this is how we are going to help you by giving you the write-up in order to get considered your application for the scholarships. Now, the last process is the visa process. Okay, so after you have been received the admit letter, you can start with your visa process. So, of course, the number one requirement is you should have an offer from an university. The other thing is a CAS letter. Now, CAS letter is a kind of a letter which is basically is going to verify your financial stability. Okay, so they would want you to first deposit some of the amount. Okay, some university will want you to deposit some amount which they are going to settle with the main tuition fee, and some universities would want you to pay up upfront to provide you with the CAS letter. So whatever may be the requirement, the universities are going to specify that in the admit letter. Okay, once you receive these two, you can apply for visa. Okay, you have to apply for tier 4. Remember, I spoke about in my previous slide that you want to stretch your 2 years post work visa. So you have to make it convert the tier 4 visa to tier 2, but you have to apply with a tier 4. Okay, for MS in UK. Again, the application visa fees we have discussed in our previous slide. Okay, you need to submit your CAS letter that you would be receiving from the university, and you need to submit your financial document, that the bank statement. Now you need to maintain about 30,000 to 35,000 pound in your account for 28 days. If you are a student who has been self-sponsored by your own money or your parents' money, then make sure that you have that amount in your account. Okay, and you cannot do the transaction of this amount for this many days. Okay, and it will differ again from university to university, but this is the range that we are talking about. But if you are a student who are going to get the education loan, then this is not required. Okay, the education loan letter is enough, and they will be accepted by the UK embassy for your further visa documents approval. So these are the two things that you will have to keep it in mind. What are the steps? How can you apply for a visa? Of course, you need to go to their official site. Again, the official site is given. You need to fill on the data. So you make the payment and you select the date for visa interview. Okay, the day of your interview, make sure that you have submitted all your applications, your facial photographs, and your biometrics, that is, your fingerprints are done on that day. Okay. Now, coming to see the admits and to make you all give a walkthrough of how Galvanize have helped and what sort of an profile that does our student have in order to brag those admits. Now, this is nothing to do with UK, but this is a very proud moment of Galvanize that one of their student has got into MIT to pursue her PhD in electrical engineering and computer science. I just wanted to share this news with you all and wanted to also give you a glimpse of the profile that the student has. Her name is Ridibrata. She belongs to, she's completed her BTech from mechanical engineering from IIT Roorkee, and it's a direct PhD admit. Okay. You can see the CGPA 9.42, outstanding. Her GRE score is also amazing. Now, when I talk about wherever that you apply to, it's very important to upscale your profile. Okay, so she has, actually left no stone unturned to do that. She's done her research internship in NTU Singapore. Okay, research fellowship from RWTH Aachen University in Germany. And as I have also given you the importance of doing the online certifications, you can also relate to the fact that she has done this Coursera online certification in structuring machine learning projects. So yes, this is in a glimpse the profile of this meritorious student. So yeah, coming to the UK admits, she is a galvanized student. Her name is Surbhi. She's got her MS in public research in Imperial College of London. Again, you can see her overall CGPA is 8. Her GRE score is 300. Maybe not that great, but again, she has balanced that out with amazing related work that she has done. She's worked at health related information Hriday. Then she's also worked with integrated child development schemes, and she has an international journal also under her name. Okay, so that made her bragged and amazing admit at the Imperial College London. You can also see the QS World ranking of this college, and you would know that how amazing this college is. Vishal N, he is again our galvanized student. He is a BTech in mechanical engineering. Now, remember I spoke about having a specialized degree that you can do from UK. You can see here he's doing it in MS in engineering in sustainable development. Okay, so it is a very specialized degree. Okay, that which found where he found that suited his profile and that suited his kind of work that he wants to do further, and he kind of got the admit there. Again, his overall score is very good, 80 percentile above percentage and above. IELTS is 7.5. Again, a very very thorough researched done for to upscale his profile, any extracurricular activities he has done in order to build his profile. She's Nandini. She has done BA in Applied Psychology from St. Francis College, Hyderabad, and she has bragged and admitted in UCL, University College London, MA in Psychology. Again, this is the QS World Rank number 9. Now, overall CGPA is 8. You can see the GRE score, amazing, 331. IELTS scores 5.7.5, I'm sorry. And the kind of internships that she has done, psychology she has gone to do with, but she has done her correlations. You can see the correlation. She's studied on the mental health in terms of the Indian cultural context. She's also tried to establish the correlation of 4 factors among individuals affected by COVID-19 pandemic projects. So all of these things that she has done is very very relevant to the program that she wants to do her masters in. So this is what we are trying to emphasize on when we are saying that you need to have a good profile. Sarah, she has done her BTech in civil engineering. Now, again, you see the example of having a very specialized, masters. She's not done MS in civil engineering, but she's done MS in sustainable civil and structural engineering. Okay, from the University of Liverpool, which is again the top 15 universities, globally ranked. Again, her overall CGPA is 7.28, IELTS is 7.5. Okay, and she's worked on a very relevant, projects and has been an intern with relevant organizations as well. Rohit, he was a student couple of years back from IIT Madras. His accomplishments and his scores are also maybe visible to you on the screen, the outstanding scores that he has. Okay. Again, he has bragged and admit in King's College London from in MS in Financial Mathematics. Now he has got a relevant work experience from Wipro. He's worked there as a data science intern. Then he's also has been a quantitative researcher in few of the companies. Okay, and also invested a lot of time in the clubs that were there in the IIT forum. Okay, so if you get a chance, please get associated with the number of clubs that your university has, because this also really help a lot while, because it's a holistic approach at the end of the day by the university. So the more you keep your profile abreast, the more you keep your profile, dynamic, that way. It's very, very important. So yeah. Again, Nidhi, she's from Satyabhama University. She has got her MS in Computer Science from Birmingham Universities. She's a good years of work experience as a senior associate consultant, then senior software engineer as well. Okay, there is a bit of a, you know, the changeover, the major from instrumentation and control engineering to MS in computer science. But with the relevant work experience, with the kind of scores, she has been able to get the masters in the in the field that she wants to do her masters in. Then Swati, again BE in SCE, again a very specialized subject in which she is doing her masters is MS in Big Data, okay, from Queen's College, London. Again, she's a very good overall CGPA of 7.5. Her TOEFL score is amazing, 106. Again, a lot of internships that she has done. She's been a part of many good projects. So yes, this is it. So with this, I come to an end to this session. I hope I'm able to cater to many questions of yours. I'm open to many more questions from your end, but right now I will give it up to Sahil to take you forward. Over to you, Sahil.
Thanks, Sujaya, for this wonderful session. I hope all the students have got the right insights which are required. Until then, I'll give Sujaya a couple of minutes break. You can start posting your questions in the chat box. We have Mr. Raghu Krishna also joined as our senior admissions expert, who will be taking up the questions along with Sujaya. You can also raise your hand and I could unmute you and you can ask your questions directly to Sujaya. So yeah, this is our complete process. We do first an onboarding of a student with a profile evaluation of life, where we ask students to fill the form with the requirements which they want. Then we do a university shortlisting. Then we help with the documentation process, visa process, finance, and career departure. So this is our process. Here are some personal advantages of our district courses. We give personalized study plan, until with ask an expert, in-depth analytics and feedback, personalized AWA, SS coding, practice questions, and full length tests. The main benefits of our district courses are to find an updated test pattern, most affordable, complete solution. You can access it from anywhere, anytime you want, and you can ask unlimited questions to our expert. So here's a quick profile evaluation link where you can fill up the form and one of our experts will reach out to you and help you understand where you stand among others if you're planning to study at home. So I would request everyone to fill the profile evaluation form. I want to share in the chat box. I'll share it again for a quick access. You can just click on the link and fill up its profile details. Until then, you can start asking your questions. And we are here. You can also raise your hand. So based on that, you can unmute you and you can ask your question to Sujaya. Any questions, guys? You can post it in the chat box as well. So we'll keep the chat box open for next 5 minutes. If you have any questions, please do post them so our experts can take it along. Okay, I see no questions. Sujaya, did student message you directly with the questions?
No, I didn't get any question either.
So that's it, guys. Let's end up the session. Thanks, Sujaya, for joining for this wonderful session and providing the insights to the students. Thank you, guys, for joining this wonderful session. See you soon again. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks, guys.